I think it's just important now to truly understand like what a relationship is, right? Like reach out, connect. If like I've always been very mindful of it because I've always been in sales. I don't mind when people cold call me.
Right.
I have the conversation because you don't know where it's going to go. And I had a conversation this morning with this guy that's been in the hotel industry for 35 plus years. And he's insanely awesome. And he's like, I don't know why we should connect, but if you really think there's some value that you can, bring to the conversation, I'll have the conversation. And you know what? The fact that he was just willing to have the conversation with me was huge. And by the time our conversation was over, it was, okay, we need to connect again next week. There's a lot of synergies here. And so don't be afraid to ask. I guess that's being in sales. It's kind of in our blood to not be afraid to ask, but there's a lot of people that might see this that are in the job market and you're selling yourself. Don't be afraid to ask. Ask for help, ask for the recommendation, ask for advice, because you never know. Like you said earlier, you're always connecting people. One little introduction could be a game changer for both parties involved.
God, so true. I look for ways to connect meaningfully. And this is true of colleagues, of, people in your personal life, and people that, maybe are doing something that you do, you want to do better. You want to do what this person does for a career. And then same thing with clients. What's amazed me over this last several months is I've gotten into meetings that I think pretty highly of my prospecting abilities sometimes, but I've gotten meetings.
We all have to, right?
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't think highly of your prospecting abilities, you've already lost.
Right. And that's the thing. I've gotten in meetings that I don't even know that I could have gotten before. And so I think the key element is to understand that, like you said, ask, do everything you can to connect, do everything you can to try to deliver value selflessly, to serve, to support, and to go in with, talk about what they want to talk about, or go in with, hey, I'm just asking for advice, or I'm asking for guidance if you're connecting with somebody personally, and go in under that with that very humble mindset and just be open to where the conversation can go. Certainly, you want to introduce elements, especially if it's a client, you want to introduce elements that are going to benefit your company and yourself from a sales perspective. But if you go in looking to serve and help them get a win, or you come in with some kind of value that you think you can add, or you look for ways that you can help them with something that they're grappling with right now, you'll be surprised with where that conversation and that relationship can go. Because the quicker that they understand and learn that they can count on you and depend on you to communicate, to respond, to be there, to look for ways to help them and to help them win, man, you've got a friend for life. You've got somebody that will continue to work with you. They may move up or move to another organization, and that relationship is just going to continue to domino in a positive way. So I could not agree more. It's all about connecting.
I want to add something real quick to that thought. You said something there that's huge. When you don't make it about yourself and you make it about so I also reached out to the CEO of Hilton, Chris Nassetta, and said, hey, I have no idea how you're managing to stay positive through all this. I know how hard it was on me to have to furlough 7 of my teammates and have conversations with them about what was going on. The fact that you've had to do this to thousands and have to know, if you ever need somebody just to reach out and chat and listen, I'd be happy just to listen, because you've been impactful to my career at Hilton, even though it wasn't directly, very indirectly. But I'm just grateful for all that you've done as leading the ship for the last 10 plus years that I've been with the company. Within an hour, I got a response. That is so thoughtful of you. I'm getting ready to take some time off with my family, but I can't wait to connect when I get back. I'm going to put you in contact with my admin. And then we had a great conversation in July, and it was just human to human, right?
Yeah.
And so, but you have to ask.
So right. It's amazing. Nobody's out of reach. And I feel so fortunate that the people that I get to talk to And, you were talking about some luminaries of sales. I mean, these folks have, mentioned us, or, I'm featured in books with people that I looked up to my entire sales career. And it blows my mind. We're two small town guys that are now part of the conversation. And I think we got to remind ourselves that we're all part of the conversation every day. So just try to bring value to it, be humble, understand what you don't know, and just keep looking to grow and ask. I mean, that's at the end of it. Nobody is unattainable from a conversation perspective.
Yep.